In this Tiger Claw Kung Fu video, I'm really trying to explain a particular body dynamics, a particular alignment and a way of using the body that generates power. And it's actually activating the tendons and the ligaments more than the muscles. There's two things involved here. You've got to get the correct alignment of the bone structure, and then you've got to activate the ligaments and the tendons. It's a sort of a stretch, and you can see me here doing it in this Tiger Claw exercise, and I'll leave links below where I explain this exercise in more detail. But today I just want to try and show you some of the martial arts that can extend from this simple exercise. You see, it's locking up the forearms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrist and the fingers very tight, but it's done by this twisting and counter twisting through the tendons and the ligaments. There's an elasticity, a strength, and these are much more efficient than the muscles. And like I said, they've got a bounce, a spring to them. There's a stretch through the joints. It's still a tension. I've also called this structural isometrics. You see here the spine, shoulders up and back. I've still got a natural S-curve through the spine. I'm maintaining optimum body positioning all the way through. And all these martial arts really boil down to that, optimum body positioning. And there's going to be a particular structure that is the most efficient for generating movement and generating power. It's going to be the basic neutral spine, the alignment of the spine through the hips, and the alignment of the spine through the shoulders, down the arms and into the hands. And of course you can do all different positions of the hands. This is one particular one, Tiger Claw. And you can see how it will extend into martial arts here. See, really, I'm still hitting with the palm, the heel of the palm. It's not so much the fingers, but afterwards the claw happens. So there's a bounce, a spring, you strike and then pull back inwards to create a claw. So traditionally, Tiger Claw, you need very, very strong fingers. They'll train their fingers. We're not really doing that. I'm not really doing that so much for martial arts purposes. This is quite ideal, philosophical, but it's for body dynamics purposes. If you can feel the body dynamics, you'll understand it and you'll benefit from it. And if you're a martial artist, you can extend that into your combat experience. You see here, this is how it actually would work in combat. I'm striking the muscle, striking the body, that goes in, and afterwards I claw it and move it. So it's a sort of a double whammy, a double strike, push and pull all in one go. And you see here how you would do it fast. Simply bouncing forward, striking forward like a tiger. And all martial arts will refer to the tiger. You'll see them all. Every single one will have some move related to the tiger because it's so powerful. And these moves I'm showing you here, you can see in traditional Kung Fu. But really what I'm trying to demonstrate is optimum efficiency. So it's not any particular style, I'm just building up the body. You see, look, here's the horse riding stance, toes slightly apart. I'm sitting down into a chair, stretching up the spine, shoulders up and back. Then I'm creating the Tiger Claw by pulling the elbows in, but twisting the wrist out, and then flexing the wrist back, fingers stretched apart, and then clawing them. But here now you can see I'm integrating the whole body, inhaling and exhaling, rising up and sinking down. The idea is to lock up the whole body, everything, into a single structure. This is the isometric tension or the tensegrity, tension and integrity. And if you can do that in such a way as your posture, your spinal alignment, your skeletal alignment allows energy to pass through, I mean physical force, here you can see in a fighting position, 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, but with the correct alignment through the hips, through the spine, through the shoulders, through the forearms into the fingers, you've got a lot of power. And we're just trying to play around here. Again, we're not really fighting, it's more like dancing, but we've got to do something spontaneous. We're doing spontaneous random movements, but trying to control and maintain the structure. See, this is where traditional martial arts and boxing are sort of crossing over. It's traditional movements, but doing it in a freestyle way, free-flowing. It's got to be practical. You've got to be able to move with it and understand it. And really what I'm trying to show you here is a particular body dynamics. And if you see here, I've still got the basic spine, the basic legs, that is pretty much always the same. There's only one simple positioning for the main body. Even the shoulders and the elbows pretty much the same. You change it down at the hands. That's where you've got all different variations. And of course, in the way you move, you can move more fluid or more powerful, stronger positioning. Now here again, you can see me build up from a neutral stance, going into a tiger claw position, elbows in, wrists out. And now I've created this tensegrity all the way down my arms. But holding the arms in this 90-degree position at the elbow, you can see now I'm moving about in what looks like, traditional martial arts, maintaining this locked out tension in the forearms down to the tiger claw, but generating more movement from the feet, through the legs, through the hips, through the spine, again through the correct spine. I've got to always hold the belly in and then rotate, move the shoulders, move the arms around in different fighting moves, positions. All these are blocks and strikes in different ways. But once you understand it's a tiger claw, you've got also here straightforward striking, but you've also got clawing, twisting movements, and you're blocking using with the forearm itself. Holding this position down the arms with the fingers flexed back creates a lot of strength in the forearm, and we're just holding it. I'm just holding it and optimizing, creating movements with that strength in the forearm. But you see the same basic principles. The whole body is in its best position, optimum position, and then I extend that out into the arms in all slightly different ways. So I've done a few different martial arts styles on this channel, or trying to explain the body dynamics of it. And you can see here a few practical applications. You see I'm still just holding the positioning, but even the same thing here, arm goes up. Look, I've got the shoulder, rather the elbow over his arm. Now when I claw down, lever from the elbow is also pulling his arm down. It's all the same simple movements. Once you've got this 90-degree bend in the arm, now you can see here I'm holding it, but just twisting the spine to generate all different types of striking. And the tiger, of course, is jumping, very powerful, is spring-loaded. So these are all powerful movements, fast, spring-loaded, tendon movements. There's going up, there's going down, all different ways. Again, now this is just theoretical. I'm not trying to say here, go and try doing fighting like this. You've got to be careful. You can hurt your fingers. That's the main thing. You hurt yourself. But here you can see the idea of a tiger bouncing. Even the legs. What I'm trying to show here is the legs spring loading, again like a boxer. But this is what I call the neutral stance. From the neutral stance, you can do all different types of movements, all different styles. Doesn't even matter what you're doing. And we can all practice this. Just a little bit of shadow boxing or dancing. You don't have to do martial arts. If you don't like martial arts, just dance around like a tiger. Feel the energy of a tiger. You can see here the spring. Extending the leg, bouncing out the leg, is the same in the arms. And really, we're on the tip of the toes, and the same business. You're clawing the toes into the floor, just like you're clawing the fingers. The tiger, remember, has got claws on all four limbs. So the legs are clawing and the hands are clawing. Now again, we're just playing around, freestyle movement, trying to generate different circles, again, spontaneous movements. Combat is always different. You never know what you're going to do, but you've got to practice it slowly and carefully, like a dance, like Tai Chi, because it's not so much fighting as trying to feel inside your body the tensegrity, the alignment and the activation of the tendons and the connection through the body. You see, I am moving my spine about, but if you look carefully, I'm shifting through the hips, through the legs, and extending it all the way through to the arms. So I hope this little video made sense. Again, if you practice very slowly, very carefully, just think of it as body dynamics. So please do leave me any questions or comments, and I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.